What's up and welcome back to another video, guys. Today I'm going to be answering some of your questions. As always, if you have any questions that you'd like me to answer in the next installment of this series, leave them down below in the comment section of this video and I'll try my best to get to them in the next episode. Now, I'm also going to be picking the winner for the 501st Battle Pack giveaway, so stick around for that. That'll be at some point in this video. And without further ado, let's get right on to the first question. Our first question comes from Chumulus, and they have a bit of a deal for us to take a look at, being that we get the old plastic waist capes back, but they're going to be very fragile and crack like the old brown bricks. Are we taking that deal? And I actually did put a decent amount of thought into this, and I came to the conclusion that anything is better than nothing. Looking at this Fox minifigure, you can see just how poor it looks on the waist cape area, and I think the biggest thing that you can see with this is on the backside. It just doesn't look like anything, and just having a waist cape there would make it a lot better and just bring it together even more. So I'll put this on very quickly, and talking exclusively about just the looks factor and the fact of having it and not about it being very fragile yet. I think this brings this figure a lot better. I think it elevates the quality and it looks a lot better. Now, obviously there'd be a lot of problems if it's breaking as easy as the old brown, because you're going to be moving your minifigure's legs, you're going to be trying to move around, and it would break very easily. But I still think that something is better than nothing, and I'd rather have something and have to take it off than not have something at all. Now, at the end of the day, cloth just looks so much better, as you can see. Maybe not the custom cloth. The custom cloth looks a little weird, but I just want LEGO to bring back the cloth, to be honest, but I would definitely take the old hard waist capes any day. I think anything is better than getting them printed, and I'm really hoping that LEGO makes a change soon. Our next question comes from Funko Pop Lord, and they ask, what is my favorite Star Wars minifigure in my collection? And I feel like every time I answer this question, my answer changes. Now, Dooku being one of my favorite characters, I always throw him in here as being one of, if not my favorite minifigures, especially in the realistic version. To be fair, it's a very plain minifigure, but I think that's what I like about it. It's just very I don't know, it's chill, it's plain, it's simple, and it just, I feel like it gets the point across. I'd love to see an updated version of this and see what LEGO does, but I think for right now, my favorite minifigure in my collection, as of me recording this, is actually going to be Starkiller. I recently picked this guy up, and it was a very great addition to my collection, and he's really sick. Super happy that I was able to get him in that huge minifigure haul, which probably isn't even out right now. I don't know when this is coming out, but I have a pretty crazy haul that I'm working on editing right now, because it was very long. It was the biggest LEGO purchase that I've ever made, so stay tuned for that. That'll be coming out at some point pretty soon. But this Starkiller minifigure, super cool, and I'm super happy to have it. And I think as of right now, this might be my favorite, but like I said, it's probably going to change in a couple of weeks. I'll have a new favorite figure in my collection, but as of right now, it is definitely Starkiller. Our next question, that's not really a question, comes from Frankie, asking when we're going to get the Bad Batch Season 3 sets. Now, this is also a question that I would like to see the answer of from LEGO. I feel like it's been way overdue, especially because I think that Bad Batch Season 3 was perceived very well, if I'm not mistaken. I think everyone really liked it, at least from what I was seeing, and I feel like you were saying in your comment, that there is a ton of great options to make sets for, like countless things that happened during Season 3 that we could get sets for, from just having really cool figures like the TK Troopers and Commandos to sets of ships and places. I don't know, I feel like they could do so much stuff. It'd be a perfect way to get a new version of Ventress, because she did make an appearance. I don't know, I feel like it would just be great to get those sets sometime soon, and I feel like the longer they wait, the worse it's gonna be, because the fresher it is in people's minds, the more they're gonna want to go out and buy those sets, and the longer that they wait to make them, the worse they're gonna perform, which I might be wrong about that, because I feel like no matter when they come out, I'll probably buy them. But I just really want to see the Bad Batch Season 3 sets. Like I said, I thought it was very good, and I really hope to see some sets very soon. Max asked, what big UCS set do I think that we will get next year? And I think there's a lot of different options out there. One that I think that I would like to see, that I really don't think we are going to see, is a turbo tank. I think a UCS turbo tank at that price point, the big price point, would be really cool. And I don't know. I feel like it's something that they could do and something that they would do. I don't know if it is what they're going to make. I feel like you were saying, something that would be more, I don't know, expected to be a new Star Destroyer. We just got the Venator. They're similar sizes, similar builds. It would be very easy for LEGO to make one. And I don't remember when we got the last one, but I think it's been a pretty long time. And that is a set, you know, original trilogy sets tend to sell pretty well. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's the one that we see, but I'd love to see a turbo tank in ARC 170, except that wouldn't really fit the big kind of category. That'd be like a $240 set, but I think a $240 ARC 170 would be sick. I would love to see a $240 ARC 170, but that is not what the question is asking. But I think if I had to put money on what the next big UCS set is going to be, it'll probably be a Star Destroyer. But if I could make the set, I would probably pick a turbo tank because I think that could be pretty sick. Max Ranier asked, what are my thoughts on the leaked sets? And I'm not really one who follows leaks insanely closely, to be honest. I do look at them and they always pop up on my feed and stuff, so I do take a look. But from what I've seen, I don't actually know of all of the ones that are leaked, but the one that I was really following was the ARC 170. And starting with the ARC 170, I am I'm not disappointed. I'm very happy that we're getting the ARC 170, but I do wish that we got a Jedi with it. As of right now, people are saying that it's just going to have 3 of the clone pilots in the, like, I don't know what you call it. Hold on. Let me grab this real quick. In this form. I don't know, like, what you would call this. Not like phase 2, phase 1, but they're going to look like this. So they'll probably be actually very, similar to that. And I'm happy that we're getting them, and I'm happy that we're getting an ARC 170. It's just, I would have liked to see some more interesting, you know, minifigures. That's just my opinion, and I understand that it is a Revenge of the Sith set, so it makes sense that we're getting those clones. But I would have loved to see a Jedi, or like the addition of some other like cool kind of thing. I know that the Ahsoka's Interceptor is also coming out, and I know everyone's, you know, upset on the price, and I would agree. I think, what is it, $45 for an Interceptor is kind of insane, knowing like it's probably just going to be the same size as the other ones that used to be, what, like $20-$30, which is crazy. I know it has the Anakin, the Ahsoka, and Ahsoka's astromech droid, but 3 figures in one little build for $45 is kind of outrageous. And then for the Jabba's sail bar, oh, I guess that was just revealed, not even leaked, but I think that you know, I'll talk about it for a second. I think it is pretty cool. I'm kind of on the fence about buying it. I think 500 is a bit too much to actually buy that for, but I do think that the Luke's lightsaber promo, you know, makes up for it. I think that's a pretty cool promo, and I think the figures are pretty good. I know, like, some people, you know, have their thoughts. I think they're all right. There's some pretty cool ones there, but I don't know if I'm going to be getting that one. And then I don't actually remember what the other leaks are off the top of my head, which probably just goes to show that I don't care too much about them, but I am excited to see them all once they get revealed or images come out. But I think the ones that I've seen do look pretty good, and I'm excited to see them. Mr. Star Wars asks, do I think that we'll get a new AT-AP, and also how do you get May 4th promos? We'll start with the May 4th promos really quick. So basically, a May 4th promo is a promo that LEGO releases on like May 4th or the surrounding time of May 4th. You know, it runs for a few days before and after. And basically, it's just like gifts with purchases that they release on the side. For example, last May 4th, we got these 3 promos, and they work. You have a price point that you have to meet. So if you spent, like, I don't remember all of the price points off the top of my head, but let's just say they were $30, $50, and I know that this was $160. So let's say you spend the $30, you'll get this with your order. You spend the $50, you get both of these with your order, and then you spend the $160 and you get all 3 of these with the order. You know, that's pretty much how it works. It's pretty simple, and I really like the May 4th promos. Someone will have to correct me on the price points. You can let me know down below in the comments. That would be much appreciated. And I think that the May 4th promos for this recent one were pretty good. Definitely a step up from the last few that we have had. And then as for the AT-AP, I would love to see an AT-AP come out very soon. Now, I feel like it definitely is, you know, on LEGO's radar, given that it is the anniversary of Revenge of the Sith coming up, and the AT-AP, you know, takes place in that time. And it would be a good addition, you know, to get those updated Kashyyyk Troopers and a new Commander Gree, which has been a bit overdue. And I definitely think if they do release a Kashyyyk Trooper battle pack or anything like that, we would get some sort of big Kashyyyk set to go along with it, whether that be a turbo tank or an AT-AP. So I am hopeful. I think that it is likely that we do see one. I'm just not sure if it's going to be, you know, next year or in a few years. So we'll have to, I don't know. It's kind of up in the air right now. Jobby Master asked what made me get into Lego Star Wars, and at first as a kid, it was just I get a set here, there. I really liked Star Wars growing up, so I really liked the Lego Star Wars sets as well. So I'd get sets for gifts and buy them if I had the money, and they were a lot of fun, to build. My brother also liked them, but then I kind of grew out of them, as like most children do. They get bored or sick of them, and then come COVID, after I had sold and gotten rid of a bunch of my Lego, I got really bored, so I started watching like Lego YouTubers again and stuff like that, and it kind of just got me back into buying a few sets, and then it kind of just snowballs into where I am today, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened. I do really like Lego Star Wars, and it's a lot of fun to collect and build sets. ELIW asked what is my favorite Lego clone, and I'll keep this one short and simple. I think it is Phase 1 Commander Wolf. I think that it is the best made Lego clone trooper that Lego has made, and it is definitely the coolest in my opinion, and I would hope to see a Phase 2 version of Commander Wolf come out very soon. Gusty Gobbler asked, when do I think that Lego will remake the Wolfpack Troopers, and what kind of build will they be in? And as for when, I don't really have any clue. I do feel like that the Wolfpack is going to be on Lego's radar, given that it is such a beloved like Legion, Clone Legion. So I feel like next time they're thinking about making a different Clone Legion, I think the Wolfpack's definitely going to be up there on their list. As for how we're going to get it, obviously they could just throw it into one of the next big sets they make. Like I was saying earlier, if they do a turbo tank, if it's not Kashyyyk themed, I would love to see a Wolfpack themed one, not necessarily the build being Wolfpack themed. I would, just a normal turbo tank, and it would have, Commander Wolf, the Wolfpack, and a Plo Koon perhaps. And then the same goes if they end up doing a gunship, something like that could be really cool. But another other way that they could do it is how they did the Republic fighter tank, with having, maybe it probably wouldn't be a Republic fighter tank once again. It kind of could be. I wouldn't be surprised if they remake another one pretty soon. But, instead of Mace Windu, you'd get Plo Koon. Instead of the 187th Clone Commander, you'd get Commander Wolf, and then the 2 Wolfpack Troopers. I'm thinking a format like this, $40, something like this would do pretty good. I'm pretty sure this set sold really well, so I wouldn't be surprised if they, use this format again. The build would probably be something else, because they wouldn't want to do like 2 Republic fighter tanks so close together, but I am really hoping that we see the Wolfpack come back soon. Our next question is a bit of a combo coming from Mbrix and Jonah Nona, both asking along the lines of a large-scale clone set coming up soon, and I think there's definitely some options out there for Lego. We're getting the one, the ARC 170 coming out very soon, but I guess that's not really a large-scale set, but I do think that we will be seeing one pretty soon, I would say. Maybe in the next wave, if not the wave after. I feel like we normally get at least one clone set a wave, hopefully. Ideally we would, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see one of those big sets come out pretty soon. And I do agree that a turbo tank or something like that would be what is due. Like we were saying earlier, maybe an AT-AP. I think it's a bit too early for an AT-TE to come back out, given that we just had that one. Also, like I was saying earlier, maybe like a Republic fighter tank or a build like that. I think another kind of ship like the ARC 170, maybe like a Z95 Headhunter would be cool as well. Unfortunately, I do think it's also too early to get a new gunship. I know there's a lot of people out there that want a new gunship because they weren't a fan of the Coruscant Guard gunship, but I think there's a ton of options out there, and I do trust Lego to come up with something, creative. But if I were to guess, I think it's probably going to be a turbo tank or an AT-AP. And now it is time for the 501st Battle Pack giveaway. Thank you to everyone who entered, and don't worry if you do not win, because there will be another bigger giveaway coming out pretty soon in the near future, so make sure to stay tuned for that. And the winner of the 501st Battle Pack is Hannah Rallies. Congratulations, you were picked by the random comment picker. You have a week to DM me on Instagram, shoot me a message, with your info so I can get this shipped out. And if you don't, if you don't in a week, I will have to pick a new winner. Thank you all so much for entering, and thank you to everyone who left a comment on this video asking questions. As always, if you have any questions that you would like me to answer in the next episode of this series, leave them down below in the comment section. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe. Drew, signing out.